Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we are going to take a look at the other half of the Ultimate Spinosaurus vs. Tyrannosaurus crate from Fossil Crates. And we recently looked at the Spinosaurus side, because they actually sell the Spinosaurus crate in its own version and the Tyrannosaurus crate in its own version, but you can also buy them together in the Ultimate Tyrannosaurus vs. Spinosaurus crate. So just to kind of decrease the length of the reviews a little bit, we decided to review the Spinosaurus half first, and now we are going to review the Tyrannosaurus half, because again, you can purchase them this way as well. But as per usual with these awesome Fossil Crate products, you have an incredibly nice wooden crate here that you open up, and you can see how incredibly nice it looks with that very cool kind of wood burning effect to the front of the crate with, again, an F and a C, which would be Fossil Crates, and then the outline of a what looks to be some sort of a Tyrannosaur or some theropod right there. And then we can go ahead and open the little door here on our crate, and then inside you find all sorts of goodies. So let's go ahead and get these out and see what's inside. So we have a whole bunch of information, a whole bunch of artwork and all that fun stuff, which we actually did look at in the Spinosaurus review. And you can see, actually, if we flip it around, just give you a quick outline of what is included. Again, this is if you order the Ultimate Tyrannosaurus versus Spinosaurus crate, because if you order just the Tyrannosaurus or just the Spinosaurus, then you wouldn't get information on a Tyrannosaurus if you only ordered the Spinosaurus, and you wouldn't get information on the Spinosaurus if you only order the Tyrannosaurus. So inside here, though, we have a ton. First of all, we have a certificate of membership, which is really cool, and then we have all sorts of really nice images and information on the two dinosaur species that are included, which you can see here. If you didn't see the Spinosaurus crate review, you can see again a really nice image there of the Tyrannosaurus and Spinosaurus, and then we have sort of like a drawing of the two. And then if we go around to the next page, even though it's sideways currently, you can see a ton of different releases from Fossil Crates, just kind of giving us an idea of what else is available from them, which there's just an absolute plethora of awesome stuff coming from them. And then you can see on this side, this is basically a thank you note for ordering from Fossil Crates. And I must say that I have these all kind of jumbled. These are not the order that they actually come in when you open your package and you open your crate. So don't think that this is just kind of sloppiness on the part of Fossil Crates and they just sort of threw this all together. It was actually in completely nice order, and then when I did the Spinosaurus Fossil Crate review, I kind of jumbled them all up here. So they are a little bit of a mess as far as the way they should be included, but it is what it is. And then on this one, we can see the Tyrannosaurus versus Spinosaurus and a ton of information on both species, which is absolutely awesome. And then we have, again, the Spinosaurus right here, an image with some more information. Beautiful swimming Spinosaurus. Then we have, again, some more information and some really cool images of the Tyrannosaurus. Again, I don't want to take too long on these, as it just would probably overtake most of my review, just like it kind of did with the Spinosaurus review. And look at this beautiful image. This is one thing that always just kind of stuns me every time I get to it, and it just kind of puts me in a state of awe, is just how beautiful this is. And this is one thing that really reminds me of like a Crash McCreary style artwork, hand-drawn, really nice image of a Tyrannosaur. Beautiful, beautiful work right there. And then we go even further here. We have a Tyrannosaurus skull, also quite beautiful looking. A skeletal reconstruction of a Tyrannosaur, also quite beautiful looking. And then we have an image, a very nice image of a beautiful bulky Tyrannosaurus right there. Absolutely love that. And then again, an image of the Spinosaurus looking really, really cool. Very nice paint scheme on him as well. Then we have an image of the Spinosaurus skeletal reconstruction. And then an image of the Spinosaurus swimming, just like we had actually seen earlier. And then we are back to the beginning. And of course we have our certificate of membership. So all of this really cool stuff does come included if you order the Ultimate Tyrannosaurus versus Spinosaurus crate. Again, if you order strictly the Spinosaurus or strictly the Tyrannosaurus crate, you would probably get similar information, but minus the opposing species. And you also get a very cool Fossil Crates sticker as well. And then the main attraction, we have a Tyrannosaurus hand claw. Really beautiful here at first glance, and I love that they kind of include a little card back there to, first of all, tell you what it is in case you don't know, and secondly, again, give you some more information, and that card kind of is like a stand-in for kind of a nameplate that if you want to display this, you can put that card behind it, which tells anybody that comes into your house to look at your collection exactly what they're looking at. And then you also have a Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth, which is very intimidating and absolutely beautiful looking here at first glance. Just like the hand claw there, you have it in a nice bag with a card kind of behind it, even though you can't really see the card too well at this point. So let's go ahead, get these out of their bags, and take a look at them up close right now. So we will start with the Tyrannosaurus Rex hand claw. You can see again this very cool card that is included, giving you some information on the Tyrannosaurus itself, as well as actually the claw itself. And then you have just kind of this little disclaimer notice, but you also actually have a certificate of authenticity on the back, and I didn't really show this in the Spinosaurus review, so you do have this on the back of each of the cards as well, which is really, really cool to include that also. And then we have the claw replica itself. And just like with the Spinosaurus claw replicas and tooth replicas, look at how insane this is overall as far as the quality goes. This is just absolutely beautiful. I think the most impressed about the fossil crates, of course, the fact that their paint application on their claw replicas and tooth replicas are really well done. It looks very realistic, and they really capture the overall beauty of the product that they are portraying here and replicating, not to mention really giving it a very, very realistic look. Like, it genuinely looks like a fossil or a bone I would have just pulled from a museum display, but the sheer amount of detail that they actually pick up with their casting process is just off the charts. Like, you could see every little ounce of detail that was included on this Tyrannosaur claw when they initially discovered it. Look at how insane this is as far as the sheer amount of detail that was pulled through the casting process. It is just insane. You can see a very beautiful kind of textured appearance to every little area of the claw. And again, they've kind of brought out certain areas with a nice dry brushing to make sure that you do take note of how beautiful the detailing is. And I think that was a very nice decision on their part. And they have also certain areas like this that are just darkened, giving me a really nice appearance as far as color variation goes. And I think that the colors they chose with this very nice brown was also a great choice. It looks very, very realistic. And again, there's plenty of different tones of color and everything included in the final product. And imagine getting stabbed by this. I understand that Tyrannosaurus had little tiny arms, so he's probably not going to be grasping too many things with these claws, but just if he happened to get close, imagine getting stabbed. It actually feels kind of genuinely sharp right there. So the force of a Tyrannosaurus kind of shoving this claw into you, wow, that would be an absolute nightmare, but it's so cool to have one of these and hold them in hand. And I always say this when it comes to fossil replicas, it's so incredibly awesome to be able to hold something like this, knowing that it is an exact cast of what once was connected to a real living dinosaur. So awesome, and that Tyrannosaur claw is as top of the line as you're ever going to find. And then we also have, again, we have the information here on the product, but we can see now that it is a tooth from the upper jaw of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And again, some more information with an image of the actual fossil replica right there and the Fossil Crates logo. And then we turn it around, we have that certificate of authenticity, once again, making sure you know that this is definitely a legitimate product from Fossil Crates. And then we have the disclaimer notice, just like we had on every single one of these so far. And then our tooth, a really, really nice looking Tyrannosaurus tooth. And look at the size of that. That is very impressive. Imagine, again, first of all, getting stabbed with the claw of the hand from the Tyrannosaurus, which is probably pretty slim that would actually happen, but I think if you were around when a Tyrannosaurus was, the chances of getting penetrated from one of these would have been a pretty good chance if he found you. So, knowing how big this tooth truly is really kind of shows you how intimidating an animal the Tyrannosaurus really was. And looking at this, once again, they have picked up every little ounce of detail that would be included on the tooth in beautiful, beautiful fashion when it came to the actual molding and casting process. Every little ounce of detail is here. You can see little cracks and crevices within the tooth, very nicely detailed as far as this goes, like little cracks like that, and right here, just certain areas that are just extremely impressive. Like right here is a really nice crack in the tooth, and it's just really impressive how much detail they actually bring forth through the casting process. there is not an area on this tooth that I could imagine was skipped out on as far as the detailing of it when they cast this, and it shows and shines through on each and every release that they have here. And you can head up to this area, you can see it transitions from this really nice black to a brown the further up you get, and you can see how nicely done the detailing is up here as well. And again, painted to perfection, really allowing this to look exactly like a real fossil that was pretty much just erected from the earth and then kind of cleaned off, of course, because you're not going to ever pull a fossil out of the earth and have it look just like this. It takes a lot of work to get to this point where it would look as pretty as it does right here. So that's just something to keep in mind. But again, once it is all nice and cleaned up, this looks exactly like what a real fossil would look like, if you ask me, as far as a Tyrannosaur tooth. And then you had it looking nice and pretty to go into a museum display. This is exactly what I would expect it to look like. And again, just like they had stated in some of the paperwork that was included, your item is museum grade, because this is exactly the same process that they go through when they create these for the museums that they put them in, as they are paleontologists that run the Fossil Crates line. So you know, again, that you are getting the highest of quality when it comes to the Fossil Crates products, and you can see that here with both of these replicas. Absolutely beautiful work, again, from Fossil Crates. As far as the size goes for the tooth, if we head from the tip of the tooth here to the back, if I can actually get it to hold it. Actually, maybe we'll just do it this way. To the tip of the tooth, you are looking at a little over 5 inches, or about 13 centimeters for the tooth. And it fell over. And then for the claw, you are looking at about 4 inches, almost right on the dot, a little bit smaller than 4 inches, or about 9.5, maybe closing in on 10 centimeters. For a size comparison, there is the man of the hour, Mr. Papo T-Rex, along with the Attack Pack Colovosaurus and Robert Muldoon from the Mattel Jurassic World toy line, next to our Fossil Crates Tyrannosaurus tooth and claw replica. And next to these figures, hopefully you'll definitely have a good idea of the overall size of these and know that they are quite nicely sized. So these Fossil Crates Tyrannosaurus tooth and hand claw replicas are absolute beauty in a crate. Just like I had stated in the unboxing video from Fossil Crates, the overall presentation that they include here, first of all, with it arriving in an actual wooden crate, depending on if you choose to get the wooden crate upgrade, which I recommend you do. But again, arriving in a wooden crate is just awesome. It truly gives you that very kind of paleontology-like feel when you receive your replicas in kind of a sack and you have to pull them out of a wooden crate and everything. It's just the coolest feel getting an item, a dinosaur item like that, and just really giving you that very cool feel of, again, being sort of a paleontologist with your specimens arriving to you. But again, they also include a lot of very cool artwork and information, which just shows you how much care goes into the products and their releases every time that they release something. They really go the extra mile by including a lot of really cool artwork and information to make sure that you are very informed of the species and the replicas that you are looking at. And then, of course, you get that really cool sticker. And then you get to the incredibly awesome replicas themselves. And the replicas themselves are just off the charts. Every little ounce of detail that could possibly be captured within the casting process of these replicas is beautifully present in each and every replica that they release. They are really as highly detailed as you're probably ever going to find when it comes to a fossil replica. And that's one of the things I think that is the most impressive as far as this company goes, and sort of the thing that I really kind of want to stress to people, that if you're looking for fossil replicas, I don't know that you'll ever find any better quality fossil replicas than what you see here from Fossil Crates. Of course, you have the overall presentation with the crate and the artwork and everything, but the fact that the replicas are as awesome as they are really just shows you how beautiful the work is that they release and how much, again, love and care goes into each and every release, because on top of getting those really cool extras, you get the absolute most beautiful fossil replicas that you could see just straight away are released with the intentions of making sure that you are one happy customer and that you get the highest quality product. And that's exactly what I see with both this and the Spinosaurus release that we've already taken a look at. So both of these are absolutely gorgeous replicas of a Tyrannosaurus tooth and hand claw, and I could not possibly recommend Fossil Crates and this replica set enough. It's honestly unbelievable in person. So make sure you head to the Fossil Crates website. I will include a link in the description for you to do just that, where you can pick yourself up some of these beautiful fossil crates. And again, just like I told you in the Spinosaurus version of this review, I wanted to let you guys know that we actually have some really cool discounts that Fossil Crates provided for me for you guys. So if you go to the gift card or discount code box, make sure that you type in the word chomp, because if you do and you are trying to upgrade to one of the wooden crates, you will get $15 off of a wooden crate if you type in chomp in the gift card or discount code box. And once you get to the notes box, make sure you type in the code Andy, because if you type in the code Andy, then you will get a free Velociraptor claw as well. So absolutely awesome as far as that goes. Really love that they are kind enough to kind of provide us with some discounts and a free Velociraptor claw. Can't thank them enough for being kind enough to include that. So make sure you head over to the Fossil Crates website right now and pick up some of these absolutely gorgeous fossil replicas from them. And make sure you also like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.